morning, guys. So it is a beautiful day here in Costa Rica, and it's dry season now. Today, I've got a couple different things that I was wanting to do. Uh, First off, I've been working on the Polish bread bag, doing some more modifications. Really happy how that's turned out, and I want to kind of give you guys a rundown of what I've done, the new stuff, and also the current kind of kit loadout I've got set up for it. I've decided to pair the Polish bread bag with the modified Bushman tracker. So I'm going to be putting that knife through its paces today, get a fire going, and also do a little bit of cooking. So I'm kind of hungry and I need some coffee. It's early. So, all right, as you guys can see, that's the Polish bread bag. And I've got the little Bushman tracker right there. It's attached with Molly. I'm going to take that and process these downed limbs and find a spot around here somewhere that looks nice and safe to have a fire. All right, so one thing I noticed right away, the little elk antler cap I had here, uh, because I can't screw it in, it just, even though I had a lanyard here, it was trying to pop out, so I just took that off. There's really no need for it anyway. There's not a whole lot of storage in one of these. As far as batoning, that was easy. I had one knot that wouldn't give, but besides that, it split through everything just fine. Now, let's see how well it pulls curls. Seems to be pulling curls just fine. Awesome. Well, it didn't have any problem pulling curls. That went great. Had to use the saw to chunk up the log because the chopping ability definitely is not in par with the Woodsman, but it's not really expected to. But the saw worked great, and I've got a nice little pile of wood here. Still got a bunch of spare right there. Little spot over here, I'll make my campfire, do some cooking, and enjoy the view. So, in the bag, right here on the sheath, that little pouch that you guys saw, in here, I carry, or I just made this the other day, little bag, and inside the little bag, a couple different things. First off, let me see if I can get this to come into this focus. Let's see. First off is a little fishing kit with some spider wire. So get that out. Some hooks, sinkers, all inside that. So I got that in there, holds down tight. I've got my ceramic, stone, white ceramic, covered in leather with rouge on it for knife maintenance. A little button compass that actually works. And ferro rod and a fire tab. I don't know if I've gone over my fire tabs very much here. What I use is simply 100% cotton soaked in paraffin. You can leave these in the water, bring them back out. They still work. They're wonderful. So I'm going to start the fire with this and the curls. Put this all back. Pouch there. I'm trying to do some of my pouches in a brighter color so they're easy to find out here. Another thing I want to add, you guys know that the Kydex here is holding the knife in place. And the other day I hooked a weight scale to this. And it takes a little over 10 pounds of pressure to pull it out. So you don't have to worry about it just flopping out or falling out. Pretty secure. All right, but right now, see if we can get a fire going. So the fire is doing really good. We got a little steak sharpened to cook with later on. Pulled out a bag of food, and here in the satchel, my water, cutting board, and my little mess kit. Get all that out of there. First thing I'm going to do is boil up some water because I want some coffee. As the fire is burning down, get into coals, and as if you can see it, my little coffee mug is right there boiling the water, getting ready to. Let that burn down. And over here, I've got a bag of coffee and sugar. Underneath the ants, I've got some dough that I made last night. I want to try that on this little skillet. We'll see how that goes. And this over here is just a little bag of flour. And I've got a steak. Now, I'm going to slice the steak up here shortly with the Bushman, but you just can't have plain steak. So, yesterday, I made this. And what that is, a little piece of eucalyptus limb, and as it says on the top, S&P, salt and pepper. I just drilled a 1/2 inch hole down into here and here, and made a salt and pepper holder. So I'm going to slice the steak up and throw some salt and pepper on it, and I'll show you guys that in a second. All right, the salt and pepper looks really, really good on that. I'm looking forward to slicing that up and skewering it here in just a second.
Don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you'll be God. Feel like that. Feel like that. Feel like that. Feel like that. Lay your arms around me and stay with me. Feel like that. Lay your arms and stay with me, baby. Feel like that. Lay your arms around me and stay with me. Feel like that. Lay your arms and stay with me, baby. Throwing aside, I can't wait to start. You should call the police. Now I even can breathe. You love me and hate me, true me and false me, make me your shining star. Giving, receiving, changing, believing, only then we could start. Feel like that. Feel like that. Feel like that. Feel like that. Lay your arms around me and stay with me. Feel like that. Lay your arms and stay with me, baby. Feel like that. Lay your arms around me and stay with me. Feel like that. Lay your arms and stay with me, baby.
All right, guys, we'll try a little bit of this dough and see how that goes.
Stay, stay, stay. Stay, stay, stay.
cooked all the way through. That'll work. That will work. All right. All right, the fire's down to good coals. I've got a nice fresh cup of coffee, some biscuits, and steak. I got plenty of more biscuit recipe left and plenty of more steak, so I think I'm doing all right. A little steak and biscuit sandwich. That'll do. That'll eat. So the sun is coming up and it's going to start getting hot here really fast. So I want to just go through the pack real quick, kind of some of the things I was carrying. Again, I apologize for the videoing, but you guys are stuck with a handheld. Stainless steel canteen, the cup that came with it, my Kelly kettle cup down below that I drank the coffee out of, lid, and this is a Kelly kettle plate or pot cover that I used to bake the bread, which turned out awesome. Really happy with that. Used the Work Pro saw because I don't have a chopper and I needed to be able to process the firewood. Just a simple little fabric cutting board cut to fit my satchel. I made this pouch the other day. You can see it's got a drawstring on it. This is what I'm carrying my shelter in, my emergency shelter. I've got an emergency sleeping bag here in the back and my poncho up front. And I sewed this together. There's the poncho. And it's got some emergency orange fabric on the inside, my old army poncho on the outside, made to fit just underneath there. Works really, really well. And I sewed it together with my sewing kit. I don't ever go anywhere without that anymore. Leather gloves, just a cloth bag that I carried the food in. Back on the satchel, I've added this pouch on the top, and I got 550 cord inside of it. Easy way to get a hold of my 550 cord. And you guys have seen the other additions I've put on this. Something new, I've got tied to this on a Kydex sheath, a Swiss Army knife with a little bit of like emergency orange, what do you call that? Braided twine. So that's in there nice and safe. And beside it, I've got a whistle, because I can whistle a lot longer than I can yell if I'm in trouble. Of course, my first aid kit, you guys have seen that one before. And let's see here. Sheath right there. The most interesting thing probably is on the back. I've redone the satchel system on this, I added this piece here and that piece here. This is one strip sewn from there all the way up and around to here to a quick release, and it adjusts. And what that does, I can carry this bag as a satchel, no problem. Or if I wish, I can just pull here, here, and carry it like a backpack. Fully adjustable. And no bigger than this is, you don't even realize you've got it on. So that is the kit that I brought with me today. Besides, you guys already know what's in this. This goes in the sheath. This is another bag that I made out of the poncho and the emergency orange fabric. Life straw in that. An emergency lighter. Fire tab. Excuse me, I'm doing this one-handed. Flashlight and another fire tab, or headlamp and another fire tab, just in case I got stuck out somewhere. And in this leather bag here, another one I made, is all my cooking supplies. The pot grabber, my homemade spork, coffee bag holder, T-ball, and the salt and pepper shaker. All right. So that is everything I brought with me today. And now I got to get it all packed up. Before I head out, I want to give you guys my thoughts on the modified Tracker Bushman. Pros and cons. The idea of putting something or plugging that handle was kind of it really needs something like super secure, like you would plug that and then have the plug like locked into place through this hole. I did like having a pinky lanyard on this. That part was enjoyable. The modification on the handle I really, really enjoy. Having the cordage there and that little bit of a finger guard is huge. Actually, this divot here, for me being left-handed, was great when I was pulling curls, because my hand or my finger would hit that. It kind of give me a secure point to pull from. So I really like that. The knife cuts really good because it's thin. Of course, easy to move around and all that. It holds an edge, not amazing. It's definitely something that you would want to take a sharpening tool with you in the field. You're not going to go through a camping trip without having to grind that thing on a rock or do something to keep it sharp. The tracker modification here, the quarter round, worked just fine. Not as good as some, but better than others. So, right smack dab medium on that. And it's a fun knife to use, but I got to tell you, in all honesty, I really missed being able to chop. So if you're not a chopping fan, I think this is a great utility knife because you really can't hurt it. I like having a little bit more weight, but still yet definitely more enjoyable than it was, and I will keep this one. Well, my belly is full. This was a really good morning, and I hope I caught it all on video. Like I said, my gimbal's shot, so the camera's definitely more shaky. But man, the bread turned out good, which I was really worried it would stick, but it didn't. The steak was awesome, and the little Bushman tracker worked great. I'm really happy with how the Polish bread bag has turned out. that's become extremely useful. Um, I end up using my Tough Possum gear every day as my satchel. And so I really wanted to have something just dedicated that I could grab and go down the creek with. And I think the Polish bread bag is what I'm going to go with, because I can just keep all the gear that I want in there besides the medical kit at all times, and just take the medical kit out of my EDC bag and put it into the Polish bread bag whenever I come out here. So I think that'll work. Uh, we did a lot of stuff today. Got the fire going, tested out the knife, baked, cooked. Good morning, and had coffee. Coffee is very important. Coming out here is always special to me. Um, you know, as a kid raised in the hills and hollers of the Ozarks, getting the chance to come out and play in the real jungle like I used to see on National Geographic and Indiana Jones and things like that is always an adventure. It's always special for me. I want to say or do a shout out to all of our new subscribers. Thank you so much. We're like at 1,064 people now. Um, very cool. And if you have any questions, just put it down in the comment section. I'll get back to you. I would suggest every one of you check out Easy Going Outdoors. For sure, he's got a ton of good material. And yeah, it's a good morning. I'm going to load everything up, head on out of here. But as always, guys, stay safe, take care, and God bless.